Hi guys, I'm here looking a mess, but nonetheless, I'm here to. Oh shoot, I should probably done like my face or something. I look a whole mess out here in these streets. But I may come back and re-record this, and just touch on some key points. I might rewatch it and then redo it, but I might not. I don't know. Anyway, I'm here today to, and if you guys see me just like drinking my water, it is what it is. I'm here to address Capricorn Aquarius perspective, okay? And why some people may feel that the Aquarius Capricorn do not get along for whatever reason. Now, I have Aquarius friends, and I have one Aquarius friend that I absolutely adore. I'm neutral. I'm neutral. I'm neutral. I love everyone, and let me just put it like that. And I really, really do mean that. But I have done some assessing, and I'm just gonna call it like it is. Aquarius is y'all may not like this, but it is what it is. And this is not every Aquarius, but I'm gonna tell you why I think that Aquarius and Capricorn just feel weird around each other. If you're not cool with an Aquarius, or if an Aquarius is not cool with the Capricorn, I'm going to give you a reason why. All right. So as Capricorns, we analyze everything. And Aquariuses, they are real free spirited. And Capricorns don't get really free spirited like that until we get older. A lot of times, Capricorns put on a facade. We're not fake people, but we allow you to see who we want you to see when we first meet you. It's because we've already assessed the situation, we've already assessed you. And I know that sounds bad, but it is. It is what it is. We have a certain kind of intuition, not like a Pisces or a Scorpio, but we have a certain intuition that tells us whether or not you're going to be in our life for a long time or not. And we allow people to be who they are, but we are very selective again about who we let in our lives. So when we first meet an Aquarius, Aquariuses are very intimidating. They want to be, they don't want to be, it's just that they are. They're going to be that person that when you get ready to go to, they're guarded, and 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 as a Capricorn, we feel that because guess what? We are just as guarded. So if I were to say something about a Capricorn and Aquarius, and the reason why we do not vibe right off bat, it's because we're both doing the same thing. We're both doing exactly the same thing. And on top of that, a Capricorn is able to see through the Aquarius. And the Aquarius doesn't really care for that. And Capricorns, we pride ourselves on loyalty, and we pride ourselves. And I'm gonna be honest, no, Aquariuses are not loyal. They're just not loyal, and so we recognize that off the bat. It's not in a bad way. They're loyal to who they will be loyal to, but don't think that Aquarius is gonna keep your business because they not. And as a Capricorn, we already know that. We already know what kind of relationship that we are going to have with this Aquarius. Now, I'm not saying that to certain people that they won't be, I'm not saying that to certain people that they won't be loyal. But I mean, if you tell an Aquarius is gonna tell your business, like, and they gonna make fun of you in the process, and it's funny, yeah, but you will not find a Capricorn doing that. If you tell a Capricorn something, we're gonna take it to our grave. If we do tell somebody, it's gonna be to get advice about something, and we're not gonna bring up your name. But Aquariuses are very free spirited. They will run your freaking business, whether they say your name or not. They will run it. So that's the thing with the Capricorn and Aquarius. Um, is that a Capricorn is able to see straight through an Aquarius, whether they're lying, and we just be like, okay, we're not gonna let you know, and we really not judging you based on the lie that you told us or you allowed us to believe. And then Aquariuses can be real negative. They can just be negative. And Capricorns are negative, but when we are in our negative mode, we don't like to put it on anyone else. We're going to deal with it, even though we don't have to. And that's probably what a Leo would say. You guys don't have to go it alone. No, we don't have to go it alone, but we don't want you. we don't want to ruin your mood because we can take you to a deep, dark place and you don't want to be there. So, we just need time to recoup. So if we want to be by ourselves, just leave us alone. Leave us alone so that we can, have our time to process whatever it is we're going through. Because guess what? 9 times out of 10, after we come out, we're not going to be on no drugs. We're not going to be drinking. Once we get back to ourselves, we'll be a more pleasant person for you to hang around. But an Aquarius, their depression takes them to a whole nother level. It makes them negative. They get real downtrodden. They start, woe is me, and then blaming other people for the situations that they're in. It's like, nah, bruh, you kind of got yourself into this. So, whatever it is. And then, um, Aquariuses are selfish. They can be very selfish, not in a way they will probably an Aquarius will probably be like, okay, well, love equals you me. When I start putting you before I put myself, that means I love you. Not necessarily. No, if you don't love yourself enough. So the thing is, it's not no love equals you before me. No, love is unconditional. Love is doesn't you gotta love yourself first. And so that's unhealthy for you to be just trying to put somebody else before, and I get why they would probably say that because they start taking their partner and putting them before everything, because they can be a pretty selfish person. And now that's just toxic. That's just toxic. You should be taking care of yourself first and there should be balance. And I think that's another thing that balance portion of it. So, yeah, I think Aquariuses are extremely smart. They're out of this world because Capricorns, I don't know about every other Capricorn, but let me say about this Capricorn. Like, I'm weird as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind being weird. Like, I'm cool with the weird I am. I'm not. I heard an Aquarius say one time that Capricorns are people. We're people. And as you see, I am by myself. I don't really fool with a lot of people. I mean, I love people. Let me put it like this: I love people, but my circle is small. I can count on one finger and some lines how many friends I actually have, and if you make it to that point, then good for you. Kudos. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are people that I have that are associates, but those people that know me, they know me, and they know what type of person I am. And I don't find it beneficial to just have fly by night friends like these people that and Aquarius, I gotta say this about you guys. Here's what it is. You probably gonna hate me. It is what it is. Aquarius love the wrong people. Aquarius's link, not all Aquariuses. Let me just say this. Please don't get down my throat. Not all of them, because I love, like, it's some Aquariuses I love to death, but they put people before certain people they love. They take the people that are closest to them for granted. They take the people that are closest to them for granted and pay more attention to um give more attention to people that are irrelevant in their lives. Like, for example, if there's an Aquarius, you find the benefits in people outside of your family. And I don't know if it's because you really don't want to get too close. It's easier for you to have a relationship with somebody that you don't care about as it is for you to have a relationship with people that you do. And they will probably say, no, I don't think you know what you're talking about. That's cool, because you're going to think what you want to think anyway. But that's just my observation, and still do what you do. One thing I respect about an Aquarius, though, is because one thing I respect about an Aquarius is that you can tell them something about them that they don't like, and they just really don't give a damn. Like, they don't give e damn what you say about what it is that they're doing. I can respect that. I had one there was an instance one time where there was an Aquarius and there were a couple other people, and they were talking about how frequent they post or how frequent that they do certain things and how it was self-absorbed. And the Aquarius said just like this. The Aquarius said, it's my page. I do what I want to do on my page, and I'm not gonna stop. I do what I want to do. Point blank. Period. And and so the other people that were talking about this Aquarius in their page, they just kind of were like, ah ha ha ha, laughing and stuff like that. And my thought process behind that is, I respect the hell out of the Aquarius, because the Aquarius told you that they wasn't gonna stop. And if this is a problem for you, then you wouldn't have laughed it off. You would have went on and you would have told them, no, this makes me uncomfortable that you're posting about this and this and that, and it has everything to do with me, and I don't like you posting stuff about me, on your page. Just keep me out of it. But no, they didn't. They laughed it off. They thought it was funny, and so now you still got the same issue, but you didn't let the Aquarius know. And the reason why you probably didn't let the Aquarius know is because you know that the Aquarius will cut you off. My thing about that is, you can't be afraid to let somebody go. Aquarius ain't gonna be afraid to let you go. You gotta stand, you gotta have some balls when you're dealing with an Aquarius, and know that, okay, well, if you're gonna be like that, then whatever. And then you gotta still let them know you're gonna love them through whatever. Now, whether they choose to fool with you or not, that's cool, whatever. If they decide to go, you gotta be able to let them go, because they are a free spirit and they don't mean any harm by it. It's just that they don't, and you got to understand them. Like, like me as a Capricorn, I understand. Like, if we don't vibe, that's cool. Like, I still love you. It ain't no big deal. Like, you might feel some type of way, but I didn't let those feelings go. Like, I ain't finna hold on to that. Like, um, for example, and I'm not gonna lie, Aquarius, you're a liar. Like, I'm not gonna, you will lie. Let me put it like this: you will lie. You will lie. It is what it is, and you will take that lie to your grave. Like, you'll manipulate and allow people to be enamored by your wits, your charm, your things like that. But you will lie and take something to the grave. You guys are a people that, not everybody. Let me put it like this. Not everybody, because I'm a Capricorn that is not like most Capricorns. So everything that a Capricorn is, I don't relate to all of it. Like, a lot of people say Capricorns are boring. I personally don't think I can be. I can sit around my house and not do nothing for days and be happy, and be happy by myself. I'm cool with being by myself. That ain't no problem. Um, Excuse me. Yes, I am drinking out of this. Um, And I gotta say this too, Aquariuses are kind of nasty. Not all Aquariuses, because I know some real neat freak Aquariuses there that are really really fun, and I mean, but and I just had a moment when I was laughing about my Aquarius. Like, I love her to death, and she's really, like, she's that one friend that's on this finger, honestly. One, two, there's a Aquarius here. There, no, no, no. There's a, yeah, Aquarius here, because she gonna keep it real with me. That's what I love about her, is that she gonna keep it real. If she sees something look a mess, she gonna tell me. And then I've got my Leos, and then I got my Geminis, and I think that's who I've attracted. I've got a Taurus, but that I like I said, I can count on one finger lines how many people I fool with. And if I was, that'd be like just like this, maybe here, mainly here, or maybe here. But at any rate, yeah, and I love, and I'm just gonna say, I love Aquarius, but I can't lie. Like, I see straight through you, and that's one of the things that an Aquarius probably, why an Aquarius probably can't stand a Capricorn, is because we see straight through you. I like to always compare, not always, but I like to compare Capricorn Aquarius awkwardness as to the liking of a cat and dog relationship. It's like when we see each other, it's like the hairs on your back stand up. It's like Aquarius being the dog, and maybe, no, yeah, Aquarius being the dog, and maybe the Capricorn being the cat. It's like the dog is like, he trying to figure, and then the Capricorn is like, wait, what? Like, we like, wait, like, what is this? It's like a weird dynamic that when we first meet, now the Capricorn, the Aquarius that I fool with, I immediately felt a connection with this person. I knew that we were supposed to be in each other's lives. We had so much fun. And I remember one time something happened and like we could look at each other, like I said, it's like we have a connection. I can't describe it. And so funny, so funny. I respect the fact that she loves her space and her me time, and I respect my space and my me time as well. Now, I'm not going to say that I have not recognized some of these traits with her, but I love her to death. I don't care what this woman does. She's gonna forever be my cook. Like she gonna forever be my friend. Um, whether we talk to each other within a year or not, or 2 years or 10 years, however long it takes, we still cool. So, yeah, I like I said, I liken the relationship of an Aquarius to a Capricorn like a dog meets cat, um, because an Aquarius is not going to be able to lie and manipulate and get over on a Capricorn. It's just not going to happen. Like, it's just not going to happen. What we'll do as a Capricorn, I don't know how they work in relationships. And I said I would like to date an Aquarius. I would, just because, that's just who I am. I love people and I would like to get to know someone. I like to get to know, I just like to get to know people. And, how they operate and how I fit in that as a Capricorn or as just me. I just like to get to know people. So, but as a I don't know how that works as a relationship, but as a Capricorn and an Aquarius, yeah, it's definitely different. We're from two totally different walks of life. We're alike, but we're so much the same. Because an Aquarius, although they are manipulative and things like that, they recognize certain behaviors and they're able to, like, they can be very popular, and Capricorns ain't concerned with stuff like that, and Aquariuses aren't concerned with being popular either. It's weird. They're not concerned with being popular. They just are, if that makes sense. They just end up being popular. And a Capricorn, um, we help a lot of people, but we're not concerned with the popularity. They're not concerned with the popular. I'll put it like this. They're so boisterous and vocal that it will place them in the that it'll place them in the spotlight. As a Capricorn, we'll be put in the spotlight, but we get our accolades from the background. Like, we will have the same level of success, but an Aquarius is going to be more out there and a Capricorn is going to be more behind the scenes. So it's like we mirror each other in this weird way. It's um they're very imaginative and we are very imaginative. A lot of people, Capricorns, don't get enough credit for being imaginative, or for they put us in a box like we're very rigid. No, me as a Capricorn, I can't say that I'm not imaginative. I dream up stuff, I write stuff all the time, and I do also like to allow people to be who they are. But you can be who you are just as long as it's not interrupting my flow. As long as who you are is not hurting me, I don't care. I don't care what you do. Like, care. You can smoke weed. If you are a drug addict, whatever, I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna judge you. Now, Aquariuses do judge. It's crazy. They're the weirdest. They're the weirdest contradiction. They are one big contradiction. I got to go ahead and say it, because just as much as they judge people, it's just as much as they'll do the same exact thing. It's weird. It's that to us is weird because it shows inconsistency. And it's not that we're judging you. Yes, I just pulled that out of my head. It's not that we're judging you. It's just that we recognize the behavior. Now, you do you, like I said, but it's like, how can you judge? Like, they judge people. They say they don't, but they do. It's like you're a walking, talking contradiction. You are a walking, talking contradiction. And it's nothing wrong with it, because like I said, I allow people, everybody, to be who they are. You don't, they give like some of the best advice, but they they say it, and it sounds good, but they do not follow it. Like, not everybody, but some of them do. Like it's crazy. So I can understand, but see, the thing about it, I really do understand an Aquarius and how they behave. And you can't do anything but respect how contradictory they are because um you can get something out of anything with an Aquarius. Like you can really gain a lot of perspective and knowledge and a lot of different like they're definitely not from this planet, just like I feel like I'm not from this planet, but they definitely not from this planet. And in a different way. So there are a couple of signs that I feel like are that are not from this planet, and I'll probably do a series on that, like the signs that don't belong on Earth. I feel like it's an Aquarius. I feel like it's a Pisces, and I feel like it's a Capricorn. Who else? And Geminis. I don't think Geminis belong to this Earth either. Let me think about anybody else. Mainly those three signs. I feel like we could all go to the moon and live a happy life. Like Mars, Venus, Saturn, whatever. Like I feel like we could all just get somewhere and just live in la la land and be cool. We ain't supposed to be here. And Scorpio. Okay, so I'll say Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Scorpio, possibly Geminis. No, we're gonna leave Geminis on Earth. We're gonna leave Geminis on Earth because sometimes they can be followers, and not stand up for what they believe in wholeheartedly. But I love them. I absolutely love them. But they are very easily influenced. So anyway, not all of them. And let me say this, I can't say everybody. I'm just calling out some that I've had experiences with. Oh my gosh, it's been 21 minutes. Okay, yeah. So that's what I think about that's what I think about an Aquarius. Capricorn's perspective on an Aquarius. That's just a light ramble. I'll probably I will probably redo this when I look decent, but I was just working and I just thought about it and I was like, I'm gonna do that because it's very, very, very necessary. I feel like it's very necessary that that be discussed, like, because just in case you are a Capricorn wondering like, man, why don't Aquarius really care for me, but there are some Capricorns, I'm telling you, they don't give a damn about what an Aquarius thinks. Me, I'm a people person, so I really don't really care about what an Aquarius thinks, but I am sensitive to I'm sensitive to helping others understand the perspective of others. So, anyway, Aquarius, I love you so much. I really do. I'll probably catch a lot of backlash from you about this. Um, probably a lot of she don't know what she's talking about, or a lot of judgment from you about who I am as a person, as a Capricorn or whatever. That is what it is. I don't really. I welcome. I don't really it's not that I don't care. It's more so like I don't mind you having an opinion of me. Because to me, I will also reevaluate myself, and I also have the ability to reevaluate myself and try to make necessary. I won't say change, but definitely be aware of the way that I approach situations and handle certain things that I've said. And I try to be very cautious about the things that I say as well. But at any rate, yeah, that's my 2 cents. Like I said, I'm steady rambling. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that I left out about an Aquarius. They will fucking cheat, so be fucking careful. That's from male to female, and like I said, they will keep that shit under wraps for until the day they die. So if you are dating an Aquarius, I'm not saying that all of them are this way, but I'm not. But I will say they real fucking sneaky. You can say whatever you want. There are some Aquariuses out here that are not cheats, but then it's just like every sign will cheat. Um, but this sign, I'll say this sign, Gemini, Pisces, um, will fucking cheat. Capricorns, and the reason why I'm saying this is because a Capricorn has a tendency, like, I know what I feel, and even in a relationship, even if I feel like, man, I could be really cheating right now, I will never act on it. I will never act on it because also I have this conscious like, okay, if I cheat on such and such, what is that gonna do for me, and how's that gonna make that person feel? Like I don't want that shit done to me, so I'm not gonna do it to somebody else. So, but some people that don't have that lack fucking emotional intelligence and don't, have that empathy that's automatically within them, it's like they have a false sense of empathy until it directly affects them. And so, other than that, they can cool with you. Oh, oh, but they don't have a deep sense. Anything that's, if it's like a family member or something like that, they try to brush that off because if they do harness it, it will send them into a depression because they are also a sign that can be addictive. Like they have addictive personalities. So they'll overindulge in sex, or they'll overindulge in talking to, somebody to make them feel good. And they will use the fuck out of that person, just to get what they need to, whatever they need to fill the void of emotionally before they dump their ass and just leave them cold. It is what the fuck it is. And they will cut your ass so motherfucking fast that you like, damn, like they will fucking hurt your feelings, like if you allow them to. Anyway, all right, I'm done. It's almost 30 minutes and I'm rambling on about the Aquarius, but that's some real shit. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Pieces.